I'm not able to mirror off anything to show you like the presentation parts. So I went ahead and wrote something up on paper. So I'm going to try my best to like look at the camera and read off what I wrote down, if that's okay.
Of course.
Okay, cool. So I would just love your feedback as like an outsider and how this sounds, and just sharing a little bit more about myself. That's okay. It's cool. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kalu. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to open up and share a little bit about myself. My name is Dana Blusk, and I'm a independent Arbonne consultant. And a little bit about myself. I am a mom to two beautiful little girls under the age of 3 right now. And also I am the oldest of 9 kids. Yes, I know it's definitely not heard of. So I am the oldest, and growing up, my dad had his own subcontracting business. My mom did the books, and not until, when the market crashed back in 2008, we lost pretty much everything, and his business went down. We lost our home, and we fortunately had an amazing friend who allowed us to stay in one of their homes they had for sale until we could get back up on our feet. And not until I was 18 and I graduated high school that I just decided to, I started working pretty much. So any aspirations or like dreams I had to go to college, I kind of put on hold and just went into kind of a more survival mode to just kind of help the family out. And not until a few years later, where my family got back on track with finances and everything like that, that I was able to kind of breathe and kind of figure out a little bit more about myself, and decided to like, what are my dreams? What are my passions? What do I want to do? Right. And once I got married, I decided to go back to school and go towards getting educated in my associate's degree. And when I was going to school, I wanted to become a elementary teacher, and decided to change that because we're told that you have to put whatever you pick, you kind of have to put it in a box. And I love kids. Obviously, I'm from a big family, right. And I was like, okay, I love kids. And the teachers I had been speaking with were telling me, like, you're not going to be able to have this much time with those kids that you're expecting, or those expectations that you're putting on yourself. And I was a little bummed, and I was like, okay, then I'll find something else that I could, look into. So that's what I did. I went ahead and did a veterinarian assistant program out there in New Bern at the community college, and I love animals. So I was really excited. And once I had done that, I got pregnant. I had my daughter, and then again, I kind of went through another realization, like, wow, what is it that I want to do, in the sense of having purpose, and what are my dreams? What are my desires? What is it that Dana wants? And I just kind of just spoke out into, I just spoke it out like, if I was able to make an impact, still be able to have the option to stay home and make some type of income and be with my daughter and be present, that would be amazing, and something that I believed in. And I have a friend who had been doing this Arbonne business for some time, and we have similar backgrounds. And I reached out to her, and I was like, hey, what is this Arbonne thing that you keep talking about, where you're able to make some income, you're making like a difference in people's lives? I don't really know. It just sounded, and also I was hesitant because I was like, it sounds like one of those companies that's you kind of like have a bad taste in your mouth because you have bad experience, with those companies in the past. I mean, at least I did. So once I actually got really down and real with her, she explained a little bit about it to me. I just went ahead and signed up as a consultant because I'm like, okay, great. I can sign up, get a big discount, and try the products and see how this is going to really, affect me. And honestly, I was really surprised because I fell in love with the community, the people, the support system, and how the products definitely made me feel better. And not just me feeling better, but I was helping out my family as well. And I liked that there were results. So I was like, you know what? I feel like this company, they stand they pretty much have similar beliefs that I do. And I believe that I can stand behind this and definitely share this with other people and, see if I can make some income or whatnot. So without further ado, I'm going to share a little bit about the business, a little bit about the company. So Arbonne was founded in 1980 by our founder, Peter Morg. He wanted to create pure and safe products, not only for him and his family, but for the world. We follow a very strict ingredient policy, resulting in clean nutrition, skincare, body, hair, and makeup products. Our philosophy embraces the connection between a healthier mind, stronger body, and more beautiful skin. And our approach is with our mind by enhancing positive mindset, reducing stress, and improving mental agility, which I know we all can definitely use, and our body by improving the body's nutrition and gut health to support overall well-being, and our skin by enhancing the appearance of healthy looking skin at every age. And we have a holistic approach comprised of 4 key factors that are rooted in clinical science. These pillars set us apart from the competition. So number 1, we're formulated with plant-based ingredients. Our formulations start by picking the right botanicals that provide functional benefits. We blend these ingredients with the best of science and seek third-party verification of our research. We have high clean standards, so we are 100% vegan, cruelty-free, non-GMO. We are also formulated without gluten, dairy, and artificial sweeteners. The U.S. only bans 11 ingredients in beauty and personal care products. When I heard that, I was a little like, okay, guys, that doesn't sound good. It's not okay. And in Europe, they ban over 1,400 ingredients, which is really great. And Arbonne abides by a more strict ingredient policy, and they prohibit over 2,000 ingredients, such as PEGs, parabens, phthalates, and some common allergens from our not-allowed list. And then number 3, we're co-developed with experts. We collaborate with leading experts in integrative, sorry guys, I'm tripping on my words, medicine and holistic health. Our scientific advisory board brings their guidance and expertise to our portfolio and education. And number 4, we have scientific testing. So we evaluate our product formulation to make sure they are safe and beneficial. We continually work to leverage the latest innovations in science and research. Arbonne is also committed to increasing its sustainability, measures by decreasing waste, reducing plastic, and increasing recycling. And we just became a certified B Corporation, which is awesome. We are held to higher standards across multiple measures of accountability, including environmental impact, customer welfare, social impact. And this certification means we value people and the planet, not just profit. Our mission is to not be the best company in the world, but the best company for the world. So we take an integrative approach that focuses on the whole person to help them flourish from the inside out. And what I love about Arbonne is we have something for everyone from the youngest to the oldest person in your life. And we have our skincare for men, women, makeup, nutrition, supplements, baby care, essential oils, hair, body. We pretty much have like everything you use. So that's another reason that I definitely love that about our company. And we also have and to go along with our nutrition products, we actually have a 30 days healthy living program, and I'm actually almost done. I'm doing it right now with me and my husband, just to kind of like reset our bodies. And pretty much what that is a 30 days healthy living is ideal for anyone looking to improve their eating habits, have more energy, boost their confidence, and is designed to help each person identify how much they can choose to use food as fuel for their bodies or to optimize how they look and feel. It will help you to identify any foods that you are eating that might not be serving your body well. Our goal is to help you tune into the messages that your body is sending so that you can eat and drink more intuitively, giving your body the nutrients that it needs to function at its best. So this program pretty much just helps support a balanced gut, and so much of our body's overall well-being is controlled by our gut. So supporting this area of our body will help optimize how we feel as well as how we look. This program is also designed to help us feel more confident in ourselves. When we are rested and working to reduce feelings of stress, then we are more able to care for ourselves and have a positive mindset. Can also impact our confidence, because when you feel good physically and mentally, you also, look good as well. So there's a list of everything that you would get in that program. And it's just going over that in the sense of like you get 2 bags of protein. They're all like 20 grams of vegan protein. You get Digestion Plus, which is your prebiotics, probiotics, your Fizz Sticks, which I love those because they are your caffeine replacers. We just came out with a permanent flavor, strawberry, which is my favorite. And that's full of antioxidants and a botanical blend of ginseng, B vitamins, and it's just all natural way of clean energy, which is amazing. And we also do our detox tea, which is caffeine-free herbal tea, which I have that every night with some like liquid stevia. It's very good. And then you, of course, get to choose between getting your greens, which is a full serving of your greens, which you could put in like a shake or just drink it straight up, which I do sometimes. And we have our fiber, which is pretty much you can just put in anything. It doesn't have a taste, so you can just put it in oatmeal or a shake or whatever, and whatnot. So it's like pretty much a big package deal that you would get in that 30 days program, which is pretty good. And pretty much how that works is it's 2 out of your 3 meals for the entire month. It breaks down to $4 a meal. You get a Facebook support group, which I love that group because when I'm not sure of something I can have, everyone is there to help support one another. And I am so thankful that I don't have too many questions that people are tired of answering because I'm one person that's like, oh my gosh, I have, a question on this or, that. And everyone's just very welcoming and just very encouraging, which I love, and whatnot. So preferred clients get free shipping and a free gift from our gift list. And Arbonne also offers like a 45-day money back guarantee. So if you want to do the 30 days healthy living or you try a product and you don't like it, you do get your money back, which is amazing because when my friend told me that, I was like, really? You could do the whole program and still get your money back? Like, I don't really know of any other like store out there or other nutrition store like GNC or whatever that would be like, oh, just come in, buy all these proteins, try it out and get your money back. Like, I don't know of anyone that does that, to be honest. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So your body works as a system where every function is connected, from our diet, our nutrition. They play a huge role in how you look and you feel. And the skin is the largest organ of our body, which we definitely know that. And it needs to be nourished from the inside out with a balanced diet plus supplement support. So our integrative approach to healthy skin starts with a healthy gut, followed by a comprehensive skincare routine based on your skin's needs. So healthy looking skin isn't an accident. It's a result of understanding your skin type and creating a skincare nutrition regime to meet your needs, which I can vouch for because I also have the RE9 set, which is amazing as well. So there's 2 ways that you could save with Arbonne. You could become either a preferred client where you just pay $29 for the year, just like a Costco membership pretty much. So you get those discounts throughout the year, between 40% off value packs and 20% off single items. And on qualifying orders, you can get free shipping and a free gift. And there's no monthly purchase requirements or auto fee renewals. And you'll get an account. You can log in and order whenever you want. Or you can sign up as a consultant like myself, and it's just $49. You have your own business. There's no inventory. There's no purchase requirements. You also get a lot of resources to help you. And we have a competitive earning plan, and we have a committed home office team that handles the marketing, the customer service, the deliveries, and your own personal website. So it's pretty much it's very nice how they go ahead and take all the guesswork out of it. And you get your own website and they pretty much help take care of you in a sense. And you get all of the trainings and whatnot. And this is a business where ordinary people can change their lives and make a difference in the world. You can learn more about our opportunity at earnings.arbonne.com. And definitely they have 4 promotions, and on each promotion you just get paid based on that. Promotion is not necessarily like you're higher than other people. It's just what's the word? There's a word. It's just what you get paid monthly, I guess it would be. So we have our district manager, which is the first promotion you get, and you, based on how much you work your business, depends, based on how much you work is how much you'll get from this business as well. So our first one is our district manager. We have that. And then as a second one, our second promotion is our area manager. And that's when your business becomes willable, which is actually really cool. I didn't know some companies had this. So if, you know, God forbid anything happens to you and your family, you would still get that paycheck every month for you and your family, which is actually really cool. They take care of, you know, your family and whatnot. And then third is regional vice president. And when you hit that level as well, they give you a cash bonus so you can go ahead and finance your own Mercedes, which is, I thought, really weird because I was like, what? They give you a cash bonus, like, you know, based on sales, based on how much you work your business. They go ahead and give you a check to finance your own vehicle. And I was like, okay, I was a little skeptical about that. I was like, that doesn't sound true, right? And then they have the fourth, which is our national vice president. And they, you know, are number like one top income earners. And they also get like a bigger paycheck towards to finance a Mercedes. And to be honest, like, I was a little skeptical about that because I was like, okay, this sounds like one of those weird things. And last year, which is funny, last June, I actually went out to one of the ladies who just got to our, you know, regional vice president where she gets, you know, her Mercedes or whatever. And it was all the way in Boone. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to make this a day trip. I'm going to go out there and experience this, get to meet all these ladies, actually talk to them, because I'm going in with like my notepad, like all my questions and like doubts, like, come on, this is fake news. You know, this is not real. So I'm just like having like all this, like, you know, things come to my mind, right? So not until I actually went there, I got to meet a lot of ladies, and I was really impressed by the community and how welcoming they were. And they were just so warm-hearted and just understood a little bit about where I was coming from as well, because they're like, you know, when we came into this business as well, we were really skeptical, and not until we actually decided with our heart, like, we're going to go and work our business because our families are worth it and we want to make an impact and we do have purpose, that, you know, these women have worked their way up because of them having the belief system in themselves. So that is definitely something that really like stuck with me. And I was like, wow, if these ladies can do it, then I definitely can do this, you know, as well. It's just having, you know, good work ethic, loving people, and like belief in ourselves. I think it's like that for any entrepreneur, any person in their own business. It's like we get so stuck in our heads that we're like, oh my gosh, what if I fail? Or if I do this? And it's like, no, you can do this. It's speaking that over yourself and declaring that. And it's like, okay, put aside the head trash and like, I can do this business. So yeah, so that's a little bit about Arbonne. And I just love how anyone can succeed in this business. It's a level playing field. There's no age or education. There's no race or social economic background matters. So we have anyone from like 18-year-olds to 75-year-olds. And in between, we have men and women. As long as you just have good work ethic, a desire to help other people, and you're coachable and you don't give up on yourself, then you can definitely succeed in this business. So thank you guys for listening. I would like any feedback. I'm sorry I had to keep like looking at my notes. I apologize, but I definitely am very appreciative for you guys listening to me and just any feedback that you could give me. So thank you again, Kalua, for allowing me to be in the hot spot today. Sorry I don't have a computer because I have like presentation cards too. I was like to mirror it off, but I'm
just so glad you were willing to do that. And I had even put in the post, you know, especially as someone who has recently joined us, you know, I'm just so grateful that you would be willing to take advantage of it and that you felt comfortable too, because,
yeah,
you know, with a new group of people. So, which also says so much about the amazing group of ladies who attend week in and week out. They're just awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it says a lot about you, Kalua, that you're able to facilitate a safe space where a new person can come and feel comfortable, you know, so kudos to you too, Miss.
Yay, me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Setting the tone, I would say.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because you just make it just being like, you know, being yourself and just making it like warm, I guess.
Yeah.
I just feel like, yeah, I can share and whatnot. So thank you for that.
And I don't think the car thing is a scam, because Mary Kay does a car allowance too, don't they, Anna?
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
does Melaleuca. I mean, that's
Yeah.
because most car payments, you figure $400 or $500 a month. That's not a huge amount of money to give to somebody who's worked very hard. It's not like it's
Right.
$10,000 a month. You know what I mean? So,
But I do like the way you told it.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to feel like it's a scam. I don't think it's a scam because it's a common amenity, and I think it's real. If it's real for
Yeah.
Anna, it's real for me. I don't see why it wouldn't be real for you. Right, Anna?
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've actually earned a car with Mary Kay. And
Wow.
Dana, and I have a friend, actually one of my really good friends, she does Arbonne, and she in the past won a car. So
Wow.
you can
What?
absolutely do it, girl. You can absolutely do it.
Okay. Thanks.
You got
That's
it.
so cool. I didn't know Mary Kay did that either.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool. That's
Dana,
awesome.
what I was going to say to you is I feel like you're so authentic about it, about, you know, and that you really truly love what you're doing. And, you know, a lot of times with companies like that, there's many people who
Yeah.
are selling for the company. So I don't even think you need to spend any time talking about the company because people are buying you. You know, Arbonne's out there, there's lots of people, but you
Right.
are very magnetizing, you know, like, you know, you're just so endearing. And as you tell your story, we're just like, and so I even think like a day in the life of Dana. So in the morning I get up and I, you know, take this fizzy thing and this is what it does for me, and, you know, and go through the thing and then say, I was really skeptical. And, you know, cause that's like, we're all like, you know, we feel you. So I think that, and I don't think you looked at your notes too much. I think you did a really nice job of engaging us and talking to us. So that's my 2 cents.
Thank you.
I would agree with Kalua. Telling your story. There's an old saying that, you know, facts tell, stories sell. So when you were talking about your life and what brought you there, it was, like she said, engaging, like, oh my gosh, you know, and you have a great bubbly personality. And so, but yeah, I would just stick to speaking from your heart about what you love about the products or even about the company without this, like the stats. I think that's, yeah, fabulous.
Personalize it. Like personalize.
And you'll be earning a car.
Okay.
I think the notes are great. I use notes when I teach often, and reminders and everything. I think, you know, when you get used to and you've done it enough times, then you'll be able to, you know, refer to the notes without reading them, and also interject your own personal experiences as you're going through. So I think that it's a matter of practicing and doing it more so that you're comfortable and it flows as more of you speaking than reading.
Yeah, there's a saying, wing it or bring it. And I've done that where I went to do a talk and I didn't take any notes. I was like, oh, I'm going to be, you know, just kind of off the cuff and engaging. Oh, what a train wreck. So, you know, having some organization and an outline is definitely a good thing.
I agree. I really liked your story too. It really makes a difference. But I like stats. Like I like to know that you know, that something's natural and it doesn't contain chemicals. So I think that goes a long way, especially when you compare Europe to the US. So I would at least the highlights of how it's different than just everything else out there.
I almost think weaving that in though, like if she goes through the day in the life, and so I take this because it does this, this, and this for me. And then I use the skincare products because did you know that they don't have all these products in their, you know, stuff in the UK, and right, and just kind of weaving it into your story.
Yeah, I agree.
Dana, I thought it was great, and I coming from Europe, I was struggling. I loved your story and how you are, your personality comes through and your authenticity, as Claire was saying, but I was struggling with the company name, and I don't know if it's like your accent versus my hearing or the speed you kept saying the company name. So, you know, that might be present for other people too. So, and it's not a company I've heard of. So I might just be one random person, but.
Okay. Yeah, it's called Arbonne. I'm not sure. It's like from Switzerland.
How do you spell it?
It's Arbonne.
Okay.
I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So I didn't get to do that yet. So.
Or do they have any T-shirts with the brand name on it? Because I know I've seen other reps have it. So I think if you're wearing a shirt with the name of the company on it, then people can read it, so that you eliminate that without having to do anything. Just wear the shirt.
Yeah.
What do you think? Yeah.
Or actually also show some of your products. Hold up. That's a good idea with that. Hold up, like you were talking about. You're like, oh, and I use, I take this in the morning, kind of similar to what Kalu was saying too. And so you show the products that also can help it to make those a good thought, Linda.
I was thinking when you're a teacher, they always say the kids don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So thinking if you say stuff like, I have a 4-month-old and I'm tired a lot, but I don't want to have caffeine in me, this Fizzy 6 is a great solution for that. And I think when you're promoting solutions to people, so now if you're talking to another mother with a young child and the afternoon comes and they're dragging, but they don't also want to do caffeine, they'll think, oh, that's something I need. That's a problem I'm dealing with. And it'll be like a point of connection for you, but you're also showing, here's a solution. I had this problem, you have this problem, here's a solution that worked for me. Maybe it'll work for you too. Because when somebody who, Krista Phillips is the Arbonne girl that I know, but she was like, do you ever find in the afternoon you're dragging? I'm like, oh yes, absolutely. But if I have coffee, then I'll have trouble sleeping. She's like, oh, that was me too. I tried these fizzy sticks. It perks me up and then I have no trouble sleeping. I'm like, really? Let me have some of those. So, I was right there in the palm of her hand because she was talking about something that I was personally dealing with. And she was offering me a solution that was for me. It's not like you're shoving things down people's throat that they don't need. You know what I mean? You're offering a solution of something that's a problem that they're dealing with. I think that's very powerful. What do you guys think about that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
And probably you may even have customers that you can tell because everybody doesn't have the same thing. If you have one of your customers that had whatever, share their stories, they lost so much weight or their cholesterol dropped or, stuff like that. I'm curious about the products, because I'm somewhat familiar with Arbonne. Their shakes and stuff, what's the do they use, because you mentioned stevia, that you add stevia to your something, but are their products flavored with stevia? How do they flavor products? Because I can't use stevia. For me, I taste the aftertaste.
Okay. I don't, with stevia, they have it in the protein and they do have it in like the fizz sticks, but I don't know how sensitive like you can find the stevia. For me, I didn't really taste it. Like it didn't have that, like I've tried the powdered stevia and that stuff is nasty. I don't like that. But with the liquid stevia, it's different for me because then it's like, it doesn't have that weird, like chalky, weird taste after. So I like the liquid. I like putting that in my tea, but with the shakes, it tastes sweet, but I don't taste that it's like stevia, if that makes sense. Or the fizz sticks. They taste actually like the flavor they're supposed to be. And they do use like the plants, like, fruit and plants for the taste of like pomegranate or for strawberry, for those fizz stick flavors. So for me, it's like, oh, okay, like it doesn't have a weird taste. I definitely just taste like the strawberry or like the actual flavor of the fizz stick. So
I think it has to do with how they process the stevia leaf. They don't use the same process that you're accustomed to, because I'm familiar with her product line. And maybe what she should do is just give you a fizzy stick for you to taste so that you can see. For sure. Because that's not an expensive thing to do for her. And then you can see, oh, it doesn't have that because I also cannot stand any of the artificial sweeteners. I tried the stevia, I tried Sweet and Low, I tried all of them, because I don't have any sugar in my life right now. It's going on 2 years now. So initially I thought, well, what else can I use? And now I've just decided life is sweet enough. I'm just going to take it raw, you know. I still eat honey because I think honey has like natural properties to it that are beneficial. But I'm not dumping sugar, and everything tastes like, if I think that I made a mistake and taste something, it's like liquid candy. It's disgusting. So I can't even have sugar anymore. It doesn't taste good to me anymore because it's been so long. You know what I mean? I've detoxed. But when I taste the fizzy sticks there, I don't pick up on that flavor that you're referencing. So I think it has to do with the way they process the leaf. But, you know, you just have to try it for yourself, because if you try one and you don't like it, there's no harm, no foul. And if you like it, then you'll be, oh, this is a great solution for me, you know?
Thank you, Linda.
Yeah. Why don't you mail her, Dana, since we're all quarantined?
Why
don't you mail her a fizzy stick?
Yeah, I can go ahead and mail. I have the strawberry flavor right now. That's all I have. But we have like citrus and pomegranate, so I'm not sure like what you would be interested in. I can get your information in the chat as well, and then I can send it to you. You can reach out if that's okay, or if that's something you would like.
Oh yeah, you can reach out by email to each other too with the address if you prefer.
Yeah.
I need a good pen.
Anyone else have anything?
Okay.
Well, we'll wait for her to get back, but
Sorry. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate all of the feedback. I really do. Thank you guys for allowing me to talk and share, and just all your feedback and whatnot, your professional point of view.
I have to say, I've done an herbal company. I won't say the name. I'm no longer with them because I don't do any of that. But customer testimonies and having the products, yes, showing the products. Say, take a picture of your products you use in a day, use it for a post, and say, hey, I use this and I feel like that it's like everybody else is saying does help. You know, and if they're trying to lose weight, take a before and after picture and in between picture. So that all those helps, because, you know, and I still do the photography part for a lot of these distributors. So, you know, it does help.
Yeah. Thank you, Tammy.
Tammy, that's a great point. Dana, I was talking to my friend Diana yesterday that does Arbonne. And that's what she said, that her business has exploded because she's doing social media posts. The other day she did a tizzy, you know, with the tea and the fizzy.
Yeah.
And just took a picture of the mug and said, oh, I can't wait to drink my tizzy. And she said she had so much engagement. People were messaging her, what is that? What does it do? I want some, you know. And so she's been selling like crazy.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So that's a tip for you that's working great for her that would probably help as well.
Thank you, Anna.
Absolutely.
yeah, I had someone sent me something in the mail, and they attached a little sticky note about one of my teas, like, this tea works great. And so I took a picture of it, stuck it on social media. Next thing I know, somebody's like, I want to try that. So, and I got some orders out of it.
And this is totally off topic, but let me tell you, that tea is remarkable. So I was watching YouTube, you know how they have those little commercials in front of YouTube?
Yeah.
And there was some guy up there named Jim Quick, and he was labeled a brain damaged child. And in his presentation, he has 100 people stand up and say their name. And then he goes back and tells everybody their name. And he's like, this is not a parlor trick. This is to show you that it can be done. And he has this whole brain health thing that he does. And part of it was that brain tea. So I ordered it because I thought, oh, I want to be smart too, right? It didn't taste good.
Tastes like
so
soap.
It listed the ingredients on the package. So I shipped all the ingredients to Clue. I'm like, okay, I want you to make this tea and I want you to make it taste good. And so she's like, challenge accepted. You know how she is. She's such a little cheerleader. So anyway, that tea is wonderful. And it doesn't taste terrible. It tastes great. What did you put in there? Orange orange
You know,
rind,
orange,
and
ginger,
and
hibiscus.
oh, and the little
There's like,
hibiscus
and
to
but
round
all
it
of
out.
those, yes, the hibiscus really does round out the flavor. I don't know what it is about that, but like, yeah, it's like, oh, that's it. That's the final piece.
I know, and it came over, and her daughter and I, we had a tea party together. I'm like, you did it, you win, you win.
But all of those things too that I added are not just they taste good, but they also enhance, you know, like waking your brain up and everything. So yeah, it ended up just being really like even that much better.
Yeah, so, you know, anybody's interested in that tea, I personally highly recommend it. Speaking of which, I'm getting low. I have to come by and get my refill.
But see, social media does work for that stuff.
Yeah.
And they say, but if you're doing that with social media, make it a percentage. I think, you know, don't make every single post product, you know, make it personal product, you know? And then even when it is the product, you know, make it you using it or in the day of the life again.
Well, you have those beautiful babies. You definitely could post some pictures of them. They're so stinking cute. She's got such cute little girls. Oh my God. I don't know. If those are my babies, I wouldn't be able to get anything done. I'd just be kissing them all day. So cute. Fat, delicious cheeks. Oh my God.
I know. I was cuddling with Juliana last night. I'm like, you're so cute. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's a little snuggle bunny.
Yeah, she is.
And you can use me as your photographer to do pictures of you, your family, holding the product too. It's like, this is what my family uses, because I do product photography too, but like you're holding the product and say, hey, my whole family uses this product, you know, and then put a little story saying, and this is what it's done for us too. That's another way to promote it without being product. You're doing personal, but a little bit of product indirectly, not in your face, but because they're looking at your picture, but they're also seeing the product. So you're kind of branding.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Tammy. Okay, good. I'm not on mute. Cool.
All right. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, all right, I'm good. Sweet.
Well, it seems like everyone really enjoyed it, Dana. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Does anybody have anything coming up, anything going on that they want to share? Debbie, I knew you would.
I'm doing a class tomorrow night on essential oil basics. It is a way to understand why you might want to use essential oils in your life, but more important, the difference in essential oils and what is out there and why doTERRA is different. And also to help you understand a little bit more about other things that we can do to support our health that are essential oil based. So that is at 8 o'clock tomorrow. And I'll just send me a message. I'll put the Zoom link up again on this page, but if you want it directly, just send me a message and I'll send that to you.
Wonderful. And Lori, I think, did you have something too?
Well, as I've mentioned a couple times in the past, the Franklin area referral mastermind group farm meets Thursday mornings virtually. Tomorrow will be why you need a Google My Business page. Trish Bass from Rev Local will be talking about that. So if anybody wants to join, I can get you the Zoom link. Good information. She's helped me a lot actually with I had some issues with my Google My Business page, but to get yourself out on Google.
I would love that.
Nice. Yeah.
I can put the link in the chat.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you mind sharing that in the chat?
Yeah.
How do why is it not letting me go? It won't let me get into my email.
And if
I'd have to exit.
if any of you are not on the 1099 Ladies newsletter, definitely get on there. Linda has been sending out a couple of videos each day for the week of the professional development series. So yesterday was day 2, and just some really nice, informative. Actually, Carlene, where did she go? I thought she was here earlier. She was the one yesterday on day 2. But yes, I'm looking forward to watching that.
Maybe get the Eleanor.
And well, while I've got, let's do this real quick. I can tell you. Where's my drive? There it is.
So are you guys going back to live, or are you still going to be doing Zoom next week?
Next week, oh no, so June I'm staying virtual.
Okay.
So we will stay virtual for June, and then eventually when we do phase back, we were looking at doing a hybrid. So yeah, every other week. So, you know, 1 week in person. And so Anna will host Mebane, Mary will host Durham, I'll host North Raleigh. And then the next week we'll all come back together here virtually so we can all see each other, because it just felt like, you know, the groups gelled really well. Yes, Debbie.
Do we need to find a space that has a little bit more?
Yes, I'm still hoping to find a space. So I am open to any ideas. That last place, I think it was you who suggested when I called them, and they said that, well, then again, things may have changed since then, but they were way too crowded that time of day is what they were saying. And so we were not encouraged to apply to be there.
I know I wouldn't feel comfortable in that space because it just, I mean, when we were meeting, we were on top of each other as it was, so.
That was why I decided not to go back at all for June, because I was like, you know, there's just not going to be any social distancing in that Panera. It's just, we're already so crammed and on top of each other. So yes, for the month of June, I still have some, you know, speaker opportunities open. We have Jean McDonald, which is Mary's friend, the one she talked about, who wrote the book and did all kinds of very impressive things. She will be coming on June 17th, joining us here online, talking about the secret sauce. But we have, you know, hot seat opportunities open. We have speaker opportunity open. And if there's any sort of business brainstorming topics that you would like to see happening. So, you know, either let me know now, noodle on it, and, you know, send me a message, you know, whatever it is. But I would love to hear from you and get our June nice and padded up.
What's going on next week?
Next week? Looks like it'll be a business brainstorm, so if anybody has a topic. All right, well, don't throw them all at me at once.
Give us a chance to think.
Yeah. No, you think about it. What would you like to have a discussion about? What would help you grow as a person or as a business? Because truly, you know, where we all are, as we grow, our business grows. I think entrepreneurship has been one of the biggest launches of self-growth. It's like having children and being a business owner are the two huge ways to grow yourself. Well, all right, my loves, it was so wonderful to spend the morning with you once again. And let's let's see. Oh, good. If anybody wants to grab, Lori has put the link for the Zoom meeting for farm.
Yeah, I accidentally gave it just to Dana, and I happened to look over and went, oh crap.
It's all good.
And what time is that? I forgot to write the time.
It's 9 a.m. We start at 9, and there's like kind of like here, networking a little bit before, and by 9:15, then we get into the 30 seconds, and then the rest of the time. And sometimes we'll go until about 10:30, depending on the presentation or questions. If anybody has to leave, they can, you know, very open, very just like this, very welcoming.
Okay.
I will try to be there.
Yeah.
Lori, is that a 1099 meeting as well?
No, it's FARM stands for Franklin Area Referral Mastermind, and
Okay.
I joined them about 3 years ago,
Okay.
and the person running it had to leave, so she asked me to run it. It's been in existence for a while. We
Okay.
don't have a 1099 in Wake Forest. Someone
Okay.
had asked me if I wanted to start one maybe, but because this is actually in Youngsville. It's right on the border
Okay.
of Wake Forest and Youngsville when we physically meet, but we've been
Okay.
the virtual. So join us.
Okay.
Is there a password to get in for it tomorrow or no?
Oh, yeah, it didn't show. Okay, it's called, hold on, there is. Good question. It's community.
Community?
Community. I
Okay.
copied that, but it didn't paste that. Good question. Thank you. And if you have trouble, take my cell phone, and I have my cell phone next to me in case people have problems. So take my cell phone and you can text me if you're having any issues in the morning.
Okay. Thank you.
Is your number in there somewhere?
Well, here, I'll retype it. Hang on. So put all my
There it
information.
is. I see it.
Here, Elmer.
260-8609. Got it. Thank you.
Welcome.
Awesome.
Great.
Oh, and I could, just like I always forget to start recording, I
Okay,
always
cool.
forget to stop it.
Mhm.